scrappy friends, welcome to my channel. I have a project life spread for you. I am still working on the end of March in my project life. I have been really bad about doing project life lately. I don't know what it is. It probably is this time of the year. I wonder if it's just because you get going and then after a while you just kind of it's not necessarily that it's the same thing, but I don't know what it is. But anyway, I thought it would be fun to share some of this with you because it has been a while and I really want to get in the habit of doing it a lot more often just to get a little bit more caught up because I'm still at the end of March and now it's July. So I would like to finish the summer, like get caught up and be in the summer while it's still the summer since I have a little bit more time to scrap in the summer. So this is not a full spread. I'm just gonna apologize right now. It does cut off, my video feed does. So, but it's a good enough of what I do, I think shows through. So this is why I'm sharing it. And I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do the card that I'm doing. I'm using a Project Life page protector that is design A, and I really like the design A. I'm finding that I like A, and I think it's G, the one that has the 2 3x4s and 2 4x6s and 6x4s all on the same one. I think it's because sometimes they do have the occasional 6x4s, and it's just nice to have that as an option. When I run out of those, I'm going to be really sad. I'm going to have to go out and get new ones, I think. But I'm just kind of layering some stuff. I mostly put this on a white page protect or a white background card. I'm finding that I really like that a lot more than just using all pattern paper all the time. I do like to add some of the pattern paper, but yeah. So I am also just using a whole bunch of random stuff from my stash. I find that Project Life is a really good place for me to use stuff that is stash related, because you can just add little bits of stuff and it doesn't really matter that it's all from whatever collection, right? So I do have some stuff, like the stuff that I'm going through right now is all in a bag that I use just for Project Life pretty much. And it's some of the Citrus Twist Project Life stickers and letter alphas. And then there's a few Simple Stories sticker sets that are they go to collections, but they work really well in Project Life. And then I also had some LE Studio stuff in there too. So, but I'm pulling out some Color Cast, and I really love these. I need to go to Color Cast and get some more stuff, but I also need more money to do that too. But I really love their acrylic pieces. They're so fun, and these ones have wood stars mixed in, so they're extra fun. And that little die cut that has Heart You is actually from Scraptastic. I still have some of their stuff, and I actually use quite a bit of stuff from Scraptastic on this spread. And I just pulled out, like I said, I just pulled out some stuff from my stash, and I decided to use it. I decided this is what I'm going to do. So I'm working on some lines and some journaling. I did some faux stitching, I think, on there. I like to do that sometimes when I don't feel like pulling out. Even though I know Project Life is a good probably place to put stitching, I just tend to not do it that much. Maybe because I know it's just like a little bit, and even though it would be really simple, I just don't. I really need to start doing that because who is it? From Citrus Twist, Dee, she does it all the time and it looks so cute. So I am layering some little tidbits on that paper or that piece of that whole picture. And I could have just left it. It's mostly filled with my dog, but I just thought it would be kind of fun to add some color to the corner. And I add some of the leaves and that label from Scraptastic, and then I use that paper clip that is a leaf, and I just find it really, really fun. It's just a fun little cluster for spring. I mean, this is the end of March and it's really starting to get nice where I live in the state of Washington. And so it's starting to warm up a little bit and the dog is loving being outside and the grass is really nice and green, and so everything is really starting to grow. And so it was really nice. I mean, and there are still a lot of rainy days, but definitely a lot more sun than there was. But still quite a bit of rain. But my dog is, like I said, that picture of my dog is just so cute. She's so fun. And I end up flipping it around. So I know it makes the angle a little bit more awkward, but I really wanted to not have to cut that piece. And just to make it work a little bit better, I added that wood piece that says I love this weather, because she definitely was. Once it started getting nice, she started to want to hang out a lot more. And now that it's summer, she wants to hang out all the time. Even though it's really warm now, so I don't get it. But anyway, we're not talking about now. We're talking about back then, right? This is the thing about project life and not keeping up with it. So I have a lot of food, obvious this few days, and this is not a week. If you follow me doing project life, or if you don't, I do my spreads by month. So I just pretty much, I don't worry about how many pictures really. I mean, I don't want so many pictures that it's like a picture a day if I don't have to, but I also don't mind that either. You know, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not too picky because I want to have enough pictures that really say our week. But I also want, especially since there's 5 of us, right? But I also don't want there to be too many pictures too, because I do layouts. So it's not like I can't have layouts of other stuff that goes on. But yeah. So this is the hardest part that I'm finding, is that balance of what do I think really is project life worthy, and sometimes I like it to just have the pictures that I don't care for as much, but I know how to tell the story in there. But I don't want just all crappy pictures in my project life either. I really want some nice pictures, and like this spread has a lot of nice pictures. Also in the spread, and down in the bottom, and you can't see it too much, but you see it in the close-ups, is one of the cards that I made a while ago. I batch made a whole bunch of cards. Actually, 2 of the cards that I use in this section are ones that I batch made. And I just made like a whole bunch of stuff from my scraps and stash, and I added them in it, and it really helped cut the time, and it helped because I could just match what I had with it. So that would be a suggestion that I would say to have if you have a problem getting stuff done, is to do a big batch. Use a day and just batch make cards, and then when you're doing your project life, you can just use those instead, and it really works out well. This is a picture of some pizza that we had, and we also had a day where I had gotten some really nice heirloom tomatoes at the store because they were starting to come into season. I really love that about this area and about the springtime and going into the summer, is that the fresh produce is like amazing. So, and it's a lot different than what you see in Hawaii. Like, we used to get a lot of fresh stuff in Hawaii, but this is definitely not tropical. And then we have this list from my daughter. So here are the close-ups. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys are having a great week. I will see you guys later, and I will try to be getting a video up almost every day. So that's my plan. Bye.